This job is finally complete. The biggest news story for Crypto.com maybe ever is coming back up today as this is official. The CEO of Crypto.com put out this tweet. I want to talk a little bit about it with you guys and also talk about this other post from Ken Timsit, who is the head of the Cronos chain. Well, was the head of the Cronos chain for a while. We should talk a little bit about this headline, what it means for Crypto.com, and kind of what comes up next for the CRO token. As I'm very bullish on it, as you guys know. Now, I have been a little bit bearish on the idea of September, and we're seeing a lot of volatility play out in these markets that I want to talk to you guys about. So welcome back to the Crypto Report. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and let's get into this video for you guys. Let's kick it off by looking at exactly what's happening in this market, as Bitcoin is currently up 1% on the day at $111,000. Ethereum is slightly up. And if we go over to the actual chart, you're going to see that Ethereum's momentum has actually stopped to the upside and started to trickle down to the downside. I've been looking at potential dip to 4,000, which has led to potential bearish price action for CRO. And Bitcoin, which was dipping yesterday, had a little bit of a boost up this morning. We got to 113, but now we're starting to kind of slip back down, and we got all the way down to about 110 again earlier. So we might be holding at that $110,000 level, but Crocoin is also holding at about its 27 cent level, which is right where this wick on this daily candle was back in all the way in February 2021. And we want to see it hold that level, or at the very least hold the level at about 20 cents. The good news going on for Crypto.com right now, let's dive into this story to kick it off. I came across this tweet and I wanted to talk a little bit about it with you guys. So Ken Timsit makes a great point. Good job, Crypto.com, for leading the news cycle the last couple of weeks. And they really have. This partnership with the president was huge. There was a bunch of announcements that have come for Crypto.com over the year, but especially in the last week or two. This Make CRO Great Again initiative, this presidential media group acquiring these CRO tokens was a huge story, and it's the reason we saw the price of CRO driving higher. But they have been leading this news cycle, no doubt about it, and it is something that is necessary for any altcoin to outperform the rest of the crypto space, which is why, lately, as I talked about in the video earlier today, we see that Crocoin is up like 200% this year versus Binance, which is only up like 68% this year. There's a reason that Crow has been really doing a great job lately. Now, this is official, and the work is now complete. We now officially begin our work to make CRO great again. The President's Media Group has completed officially, as of September 5th, posted out by the CEO at 11:43 a.m., they completed their acquisition of the 684.4 million CRO with the strategic partnership. Now the CRO is stored and staked with Crypto.com, but it is owned by the President's Media Group. So there you go. And he linked even the actual press release from the Crypto.com website, President's Media Group to exchange cash and stock for CRO as part of new strategic partnership. So now the CRO is actually stored away. Then there's an exchange of the shares. It's quite the deal. And again, it is making headlines again. They're milking this story beautifully. It is a significant story, and it is officially complete that the CRO is actually in the hands of the President's Media Group. And remember, guys, they cannot sell this for a full year. A lot of people talk about the potential of the President's Media Group dumping these CRO tokens where, even if they did dump it at the end of the year, I think that's going to be in a bear market anyway. I believe there's going to be a bear market at some point in 2026. I think the best moment for a bull market is coming soon. Now, as we're waiting for Crocoin to pump and get to maybe $2 or higher prices or wherever you think Crow's going to go, I'm taking advantage of the volatility in the market. I use Bit2Next. We see a lot of people actually signing up for Bit2Next lately. I think people are really enjoying this exchange. And Blowfin as well, I like it a lot. There's nice sign-up bonuses there for you guys if you want to check it out. And whether Bitcoin's going up or down or to the side, there are levels of resistance and support that you can keep an eye on, right? Clearly, we found a level of support at 110. If we break below 110, we could easily come back down to the $100,000 price level for Bitcoin, as you've seen several bounces off the $100,000 price level, which is a huge psychological resistance. So here's the thing, though. Again, I'm trading the volatility, so check out the affiliates. But for CRO, yes, they've been dominating the news cycle. Yes, this is a complete thing. But if Bitcoin, going back to the CRO token, if Bitcoin decides to slip down to $100,000, CRO coin is likely going to at least test 20 cents again, if not go down to 16 cents or possibly lower. But I think that is a temporary move. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice. But what I think is going to happen, and my opinion has not changed about this, is Bitcoin dominance is set to rally soon. Maybe this isn't the beginning of that rally. Maybe we come a little bit lower before we bounce and have a Bitcoin dominance rally. But eventually, I think that Bitcoin dominance will fall like it always has. We'll have some kind of altcoin season. Fed rate cuts are coming in just a few short weeks, 2 weeks coming up. We're going to have that Fed rate cut happening. At that point in time, that is historically a green light signal for risk on assets to rally. I believe that after the Fed rate cut, and not until, but after the Fed rate cut, we will get a big rally for Ethereum to new all-time highs, taking weekly candles and monthly candles to higher levels, maybe to, who knows, maybe Ethereum goes to $10,000, maybe it goes higher than that in this bull cycle. And from there, I think that CRO can rally past the level of resistance that we found at 37 cents, head up to, 50 cents, then some of these other levels at 69, call it 70 cents, and then to the high, which was previously 94 cents. I believe that there are higher prices ahead for CRO. They have dominated the news cycle lately. I love the call out from Tim Zit on this, who was previously the head of Cronos, but still on the team, a big supporter of Cronos, obviously, making a great point because this story is significant. Keep in mind, guys, later this year, we have a Cronos ETF that's going to go live on top of the CRO Treasury. And an altcoin season, which, not only me, but I think a lot of people believe is coming. Historically, we see Bitcoin dominance have a fall off point at some point. I think it'll happen again, but I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is altcoin season going to happen like we've all been waiting for very patiently and expecting it to happen? I think so. As we wait for this, patience is very difficult at times like this, but there is chop in these markets. If you want to do some trading, check out the affiliates in the description of all of our videos down below. Blowfin's my favorite exchange. I like Bit10X a lot as well. You can check out Weeks. Avior is like an AI trading tool, which is kind of cool as well. Check out those affiliates if you haven't done so already. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. DCA, hold on, my friends. Until next time, I got 2 videos right here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.